Well, joining me now live from Washington, D.C. is Molly Kinder. She leads the Centre for Global Development's Pakistan strategy. Welcome to the programme. Thanks for being with us. It's clear that many of these local groups on the ground are filling some sort of vacuum that has been left by the government.
That is true. Absolutely. We are seeing a lot of reports of the extremist groups and the charitable wings meeting the needs of the people in most of the affected areas.
Is this, though, part of a PR campaign that is effectively being waged, it sounds crude, but being waged between the US and other international countries who are leading the aid effort and those groups on the ground?
You know, I think the fact that we're seeing so many reports of extremist groups having a real presence on the ground is really a call to action to the international partners who have pledged support for the government of Pakistan and its people. So I do think that there is a real need for the United States to have a presence in Pakistan and to translate their pledge commitment to the Pakistan people into a real visible presence on the ground. And when you look at the international partners and their commitments, the United States has pledged over $70 million for the immediate humanitarian relief. And I think what is yet to be seen is how quickly that can translate into a real presence on the ground. And the second question is, how much will the United States commit to the even bigger challenge of the rebuilding effort in the years to come?
Sure, because the most visible signs of helping out are always in the immediate aftermath of a disaster, aren't they? I mean, the question, I guess, also for the United States is whether or not that visible presence that they're trying to get on the ground and the help that they're trying to give to these people, will that actually end up translating into more goodwill and better feelings about the Americans from a Pakistani population who regard America with such suspicion?
You know, that's correct. And what we saw in the aftermath of the 2005 earthquake, when the United States responded with the same helicopter airlifts and humanitarian relief, is we really did see a pretty significant boost in public opinion toward the United States. Unfortunately, within about 6 months, a lot of those gains had been reversed. So I think there's a real lesson for the United States that it's very urgent, it's very important to respond immediately to these humanitarian disasters, but also to make sure that their presence is sustained in the important rebuilding efforts.
We're hearing, and we saw the reports there from Bernard Smith in Pakistan, that these Islamist groups on the ground, some of whom have been banned or have links with banned groups in Pakistan, are clearly carrying out what would effectively be seen as good work that they're providing for the welfare of these people. Presumably, that is going to translate into a great deal of popularity for these particular groups, and that is going to worry, presumably, the Pakistani authorities and also Washington.
You know, that is correct. I think it is, again, it's a call to action to the United States and the government of Pakistan, particularly given the importance of some of the areas that are worst affected, like the Swat Valley. You know, the United States really has pledged a lot of $1.5 billion towards Pakistan's medium to long-term development, but there's a real security risk, I think, for both the United States and the government of Pakistan, that if the needs of the people are not met, and in the wake of that absence, that these militant groups show their presence and are able to meet the needs, that really is a security risk for both the government of Pakistan and the United States. So I think what you're going to see is an increased commitment from the United States in the next few days to meet some of the major gap between what the international partners have committed and what the UN has said is needed.
All right, must leave it there. Molly Kinder joining us live from Washington, D.C. Thank you.
Thank you very much.